Hey Sam, how are you doing?
Hey girl, I'm doing good.
Good. I'm in Okinawa and it's 9:45 in the morning. It must be late for you right now.
Not too bad. 8:45 p.m. here on the East Coast, so
Yeah. But a nice 13-hour difference for sure.
yeah, definitely.
That's great. So I really appreciate you coming on and talking with me a little bit about your journey with Lemongrass Spa and just taking a few minutes with me to share with my VIP members, my group members, about your journey. And so, yeah, let's just get started. So, who are you? How do you know me?
So I am Samantha Maria. I am a senior director with Lemongrass Spa, and I know Erin. Oh my gosh, we've known each other for such a long time. Um,
It feels like that.
so we met at a party. We were doing a facial party, and when it was time for me and Erin to chat, we were basically just connecting and basically just talking about like, oh my gosh, there's so many toxins in products, like it's so unreal, and just basically just spitballing about all of the garbage ingredients and products and talking about like how exciting it is to have like basically a non-toxic version. And then we went out to coffee and one thing led after another, and me and Erin have been linking arms ever since, working side by side doing this lemongrass thing, and it's been a lot of fun. So we've been doing this together for a little over 2 years now.
Yes.
So yes, and we met in Okinawa, like she had mentioned. We were both in Okinawa for a while. So
Right. The
um,
Starbucks on
yeah,
23 is where we had our coffee.
yes, the Starbucks on 23, like the most famous Starbucks in Okinawa.
Yeah, right. At least it's the one I go to all the time. I still go there. So,
Oh, yeah, that's great.
yeah, that's how we know each other. I remember I was a very reluctant participant. I was like, oh, I don't want to, talk. I don't want to do anything. And I was a little bit sick, so it was just funny. Um, I was supporting my friend, and so I didn't know anything about this company. And everybody there was like, oh yeah, this company is amazing. And I'm like, wait, what? What is going on? I don't know. I've never even heard of it. So I was definitely shocked about the company, and I love this, like, watching your presentations. It was really cool. So what made you want to be a consultant?
So my story goes a little ways back. So I was faced with decisions. I had a lot of life changes going on, moving from Okinawa to stateside and going through divorce stuff. And, I had a baby on my back that always wanted to be in the carrier, which was totally fine. I loved baby wearing him. And I was faced with the decision of 9 to 5 or trying direct sales with lemongrass. And I chose lemongrass specifically because I already knew the products. I stood behind them. They're consumable products, not in a way that you're like going to have a midnight snack, but they're consumable in the way of people are using them consistently, like deodorant, body wash, mascara. These products actually run out, and people are needing refills, as you guys know, and stuff like that. So I knew it would generate a decent recurring income, and I knew that the products sold themselves, and I liked that because when you're a mom with a baby, nursing, anything that is a hint of easier than something else and definitely drew my attention in, especially then. And so knew that the products were already things that people are already using. As you guys know, body wash, deodorant, everybody participates in daily hygiene in some way or the other.
Hopefully.
And so it was like, okay, well, I don't have to convince people that they need body wash. I don't need to convince people to wear deodorant. I don't need to convince people to shampoo their hair. It's already a necessity. And I was just offering people the natural alternative. So that really drew me to lemongrass specifically. As a new mom, honestly, it was the easiest direct sales company that I had saw in front of me that I knew of at the time. And like I said, I already loved the product. So it was like, and then with the 9 to 5, of course, you have expenses like I didn't have a vehicle of my own, daycare, giving up the time and missing out on all those big moments of your baby growing up, like crawling to walking to their first words. And I had all of those emotions, like, oh, is he going to get fed on time? Like, who am I going to see him walk first, or is someone else going to see him walk first? All those things were like swirling through my mind, hadn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
So it was like the emotional cost of working a 9 to 5, the actual cost of daycare, new clothes and gas and all those things. And I knew with direct, trying out Lemongrass with direct sales, there was no risk in that. I didn't have to worry about any of those things. Any of those cons that existed with the 9 to 5 did not exist in the world of direct sales. And so I just jumped on the Lemongrass thing and, did videos, me and Xavier laying in bed, hadn't even gotten out of bed yet, just laying there relaxing, pulling out a product and just talking about it. And just sharing about why it's different and stuff like that. So, starting from there and growing to where I am now, of course, my life is completely different. Along the way, I've traveled a lot. I've gone to, places I've never even dreamt of going, like being a world traveler. It's just mind blowing. And so I've gone to, a few different countries. Like I said, I got my first mom vehicle, 2005 GMC. I absolutely love it. And of course, now we're here. I have a family now. Beyond just, me and Xavier, and we have, Tony and Biggie now. And we have our home together and stuff like that. And the promotions that come along the way, it's been really encouraging because my income has increased bi-monthly. I have noticed consistently that at least every other month my paycheck has gone up. Ever since I started raises, when I was in college or high school and I have jobs, I never saw a raise on my paycheck during that time. And growing up over the course of 20 years, my mom was working, and I only saw her receive 3 pay raises. And, my paycheck has grown and grown and grown and grown. It's just been so encouraging, and it's kept me going. Paying off like my first debt actually recently was like a huge, huge celebration in the house because of this job. And so that has been the reason why I started, and the reason that has just, kept me going along all this time. So
That's so cool. I love that. So what's your I feel like I can answer this question for you, but I'm not going to. It's because I can see where this is going. But what's your reason for continuing to be a consultant? Like, what's your goal? Like, what's the end? Is there an end?
the end is just to keep going. And if I guess there is no end, but I do know what you mean. So my main goal right now is helping my girls, helping our organization, because I know where this job has brought me. Thinking about where I started and where I am now is completely night and day, and I know what this job can do for people. And so helping others with that same need of, and that same want of wanting to bring home an income without making all those major sacrifices, whether it's financial sacrifices or losing family time and stuff like that. Helping others, get that same, I don't even know how to explain it, like awesomeness, like,
Yeah.
what I mean, that word that I've experienced in what seems like it's been a journey, but 2.5 years going from there to now, that much increase in change, and is a lot, actually, when you think about the workforce.
Right.
But my goals are, to get promoted, to pay off my debts, quicker. I'm paying them off now, but seeing that extra promotion or two is seeing my divorce debt, college debt, tens and $1,000s of debt, getting paid off in what usually takes people 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, decades. Yeah, decades.
What takes people decades to pay off, 2 promotions will have me paying it off.
That's awesome.
And that's my 1-year goal from now. So just thinking about that just kind of gives me goosebumps, like, oh my God.
I'm there with you. I have a house debt that I'm just like, I want to be done with it. And so I can see,
yes.
I can see the end. It's great.
Signing her onto that stuff. Yes.
Right.
And, seeing all of that growth and, like Erin is doing, sharing with others the job opportunity that I feel like should be everywhere. Like it should be in neon lights just everywhere. Because it's a job that literally does not take any debt, does not require debt.
Right. Or like a huge financial investment, because you, like you said, you don't have to do the gas, you don't have to do the work clothes, you don't have to do the daycare. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So
sorry.
You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I had saw somewhere, and I wish I could remember where, they had kind of itemized the cost that it has for like an average family of someone working a 9 to 5, like basically having both parents, versus a direct sales. And it's like, okay, you get your kit and everything in it, and it's for us it's $129. You get your kit. 9 to 5, I mean, your work clothes for that alone. And I know I used to be like an assistant manager at a private practice years ago, and I needed 7 different work outfits. I mean, that cost me hundreds of bucks. I hadn't even gotten a paycheck yet. That costs hundreds. Clothes, gas. Oh my gosh, gas expensive. You have to be a daycare is like around $1,000 here. It's crazy a month. And for 2 kids, that's $2,000. Like daycare, I saw it on the news. Daycare costs more than college now, on average.
Whoa.
And so it's like you could spend a couple $1,000s just having to have both parents in the home working.
Right. It's crazy.
Where you could keep those thousands of dollars and then get your little kit and wear your pajamas like I'm wearing now and work it.
Well, like your pajamas, that's for sure. I love it. Okay. Well, I think that's all. Unless you have anything that you want to add.
I would definitely say if you're still here, then something has kept you interested to keep listening out to the end. And if it's Erin's awesome personality and her, just the Erin vibe, even if it's just the Erinness, you just have to ask her questions and tag along this girl. She is so awesome. She still has me drinking kombucha every day. You guys know her. She's awesome. But you also know that she's not going to bite you.
That's true.
And Erin is just such a sweet and genuine person. But if you guys have any questions, any concerns, if you're still here right now listening, just, message her and just ask your questions, address your concerns, especially your concerns, because this isn't something you learn about in high school. This isn't like direct sales isn't really a thing that is heard of much.
Right.
And so, just by human nature, you're gonna have curiosity, or concerns and questions and all those things. But definitely know that Erin is here to be reached out to, and answer your questions to see if this is something that's worth giving a shot for you. So.
Yes, I'd love to hear from you. Absolutely. I almost made it all the way to the end without clearing my throat. So that's a win for me. I have such bad congestion. So anyways, thank you so much, Sam, for coming on for a few minutes and answering my questions.
Of course.
I hope you have an amazing night, and I'll have a great day because it's the beginning of my day.
Yes, I was gonna say, have a good day. Let me know how Saturday is.
It's so weird. All right, we'll talk to you soon, Sam. Thanks so much.
All right.
Bye.